What's up, guys? Back at it again with a new video, specifically about how I think we've got a functioning Atrius forced reset safety in my SP5. So printed up a Liber V2 lower here, the second version of it here, which has the Selector switch cut out rather than being this super safety detent hole on each side. It's got that selector area. Now, basically, I treated it the same way you would assemble a Liber V2 for a super safety. Bought an H&K ejector, cut that. I did grind down my hammer so that I'm not going to need to use a buffer to short stroke my system. But I think it works. I mean, I haven't shot it yet. I guess you'll see the clip here of me shooting it. We'll see how all that goes. Overall, it wasn't too bad to put together. Definitely required a little bit of effort and grinding and fitment. Had to file these out a bit to get them to fit. But you can see just the SP5 housing versus the Liber, pretty similar profile. If you do line them up, you can kind of see how much further up the Liber, whatever, sits and brings the trigger guard up and your whole hand position. But overall, the grip angle is preserved. And you get to use an AR-15 fire control grip. So this, seems to work. This is using a Trip Slip V4. And then the Liber V2 with the Selector cut out. Okay, so function check here. Safe, right? Semi. Working all right. Fun mode. Wait, leave it forward. Trips. Force reset. Bring it back. Ready to go. So, we'll see how well that holds up. We all know the Atrius is not the beefiest. It's not the beefiest lever there. See how that holds up to the slip trip. It does look like that super safety over travel block on the Liber V2 does its job in this case. So here, I'll put this together and show you. So you got that slip trip in here. I guess I could show you that. Right? So you bring your bolt forward. Make sure that your super selector or whatever is up forward there. It's going to land in between there. I think we're good. Sorry for the view, guys. Okay. There it is, all together. Safe. Semi. Functions. Okay. Let's try super selector mode. I mean, it seems like it's gonna run. I'll post a video of how it runs, a little range report. But I know there's been a lot of questions about using an Atrius in an MP5 platform or MP5 clone. And anyway, it seems like this would be the way to do it. Liber V2, a V4 slip trip, and the Atrius Selector. I did use just a PSA EPT trigger. So the thing with the, I guess I'll take this part, show you again here. Give me a second. So normally you would have to modify your trigger to work with a super safety by not only trimming the hammer spring, but also kind of knocking an edge off of the back of the hammer. Well, because the Atrius already requires that you have a squared off back of the trigger, like a traditional mil-spec trigger, I didn't knock off that edge like you would for a super safety, but I did have to trim the hammer spring. So if you'll see in this housing, basically the metal plate system, that's the reinforcement for this, comes in from this side, cuts down, and this way in order to act as the pivot point for your ejector lever. Well, because that is cut in, the trigger spring, or the hammer spring rather, couldn't extend all the way back here. So you do still have to trim off the hammer spring back here on this side, and then this side's full length. But otherwise, that's it. You wouldn't have to bob this hammer. You could use the TPU buffer if you wanted to short stroke it and have a higher rate of fire, as I understand it. I just didn't want to. I wanted the full travel of the system. So it wasn't too hard to go ahead and bob that hammer. You just print out the template, rather, the jig for it. The same as you would print out the jig for your ejector lever. I think that up on Odyssey, it's called the buffer delete for the Liber V2 or the AR MP5. So theoretically, I think this would work in an AR MP5 lower, like the AR MP5 V2. You could probably get it to work in that as well. But just so you guys know, this is it's pretty cool solution. We'll see if it runs. Thanks, guys.